Hey everyone, welcome back. I know this isn't D20 Sundays, this isn't Pokemon Dungeons Dragons or anything. This is not a normal video. Uh, Sorry for missing a D20 Sundays upload and not uploading the Monday Pokemon video. I'll get back on track of that as soon as I can. Writing for this episode has been way more taxing on me than I initially planned. It's difficult talking about this because it's affected my life as well as the lives of many people I care about. But it is what it is. And things don't get better unless you address the problem. So, as you can tell, the topic is depression. You've probably noticed already the suicide hotline number on the screen. And talking about your problems is helpful. Better if you seek out, professional help and talk to a therapist and get actual help. I know it's hard for a lot of people. Most people actually fail at the first two steps of getting better with depression. And the first step is admitting that you have it, and the second step is swallowing your pride and getting help. I've lost a number of friends who failed those two spots because the first one, they didn't want to admit that they have a problem. And by the time they did admit that they did have a problem, they were way too prideful to go get help. It's like, a doctor doesn't know me. He doesn't know what my problems are. I don't need help. Yeah, but your friends are telling you to get help because you obviously need it. Your family is telling you to get help because they are worrying themselves watching you destroy yourself. It's kind of a subject pretty close to home for me. As of making this video, I have lost 3 friends over the past year and a half, 2 years. All 3 of them were suicides. One of them is still recovering from a suicide attempt last year, near the end of last year. He's alive. He's living, but yeah, it is what it is, But the best thing that is important for us is to get better. And I know there's a lot of people out there who say, what does it matter? What does it matter whether or not, I sit here and wallow or if I get better? Everything's pointless. The universe is going to end. Humanity's doomed. Wah. I've heard all the arguments. I've made a number of the arguments myself. For a long time, I was, everything is pointless. Humanity is doomed. The universe existed long before I did, and it will exist long after I finish existing. And then when the universe ends, everything that I have ever accomplished, every good and bad deed, every humiliation and every accomplishment will be gone. And it will matter nothing. Which is true. Can't really argue that. When everything ends, it all ends. And honestly, that pushed me towards an edge. Where I stood on that edge. Because I was already at a very low point in my life. And then I realized that. And then I was on that edge. But then I decided I didn't want to be the kind of person who merely passes my pain on to others. I have a kid. He's my pride. He's my joy. I don't want to be the kind of father that leaves him behind. Because what if my son grows up and has similar problems as my own? Similar issues with depression. I want to at least be there for him so that way I can help him. Because what kind of example will I be setting if I say, don't bother fighting it, just die? Not a very good example. Not the example a parent should set. So here I am. Still here. But I still struggled with that. I still struggled with everything's pointless. If everything's pointless, then it's pointless to be happy. But then it's just as pointless to be unhappy. It is pointless to be sad. It's pointless to be miserable. It's pointless to be stuck in a rut. Stuck being depressed, doing nothing. It's pointless to be that way. Sure, it might be pointless to be happy, but I'd rather be happy than sad. I'd rather be able to enjoy my day than sit there and contemplate everything that I've ever done wrong. And it's hard. Trust me, it's hard. But I'd rather be happy. I choose to be happy, knowing that everything doesn't matter. I choose to be happy. And so I made a rule. So long as I make one person smile every day, so long as I make one person smile, it's been a good day. And if it's been a good day, then I did something right. Regardless of whether it matters or not, I still did it. I made someone's day better. And that's good enough. I don't worry about tomorrow, and I don't worry about the past. The past is set in stone. It's over. It's gone. Nothing I can do to change it. But I can build off of it. I can build towards something else. Sure, that might be pointless, but it's better than doing nothing. And that's kind of how I do. I think about today. Did I make one person smile? Then I had a good day. Tomorrow, I'll try and make another person smile. Maybe I'll make the same person smile. So long as someone smiles, it's a good day. Doesn't matter how bad the clients are, how bad the coworkers are, management, or anything. It matters nothing. So long as I made one person smile, it's been a good day. And a lot of people are like, how can you use just that mentality to combat your depression? And it's hard, to be honest. I go to therapy still. Not as often as I used to, because I don't need to go as often as I used to. I still take medicine. It's a sleep aid, but it also works as a low-end antidepressant. And it helps me get a foothold. And that's what you need. You need to admit that you have depression. You need to swallow your pride and actually get help. And then you need to follow up with the help to where you can get that foothold. The foothold isn't going to hold you forever, but it's something you can build off of. Something you can work off of to get better. And that's what the foothold's for. And that's what I do. Sorry, it's late. And like I said, writing this, recording this, it's draining, it's tiring, exhausting. It's a subject very close to me. I remember one year I put myself in a very bad emotional and mental situation trying to help a number of my friends all at the same time to keep them away from that edge. But they kept wandering towards it, and I constantly have to keep trying to keep them away from that edge. I know I can't help everyone. Can't fix everything. Some of you might say it's pointless to try and fix everything, but I'm still going to do it. Because there's the chance that I might fix it. There's a chance that I might help make things better. And honestly, that's good enough for me. I've lost friends. And there's no point to it. If living is pointless, then so is dying. If happiness is pointless, then so is being unhappy. being miserable is pointless, then everything's pointless. So choose to be happy. Choose to do things that make you happy. Choose to be what you can be. And try to make other people smile. So that way you can at least say, it's been a good day. And get help. Because when you decide to finally kill yourself, the pain doesn't stop. You just pass it on to someone else. You passed it on to your friends that tried to stop you, who tried to be there for you. You pass it on to your family that you left behind. You pass it on to everyone else around you. It's kind of a selfish thing, you know. It's a very hurtful thing. Sorry, I try not to cry because my tear ducts are a little messed up. I was like 7 or 8. I took a firecracker in the face by my brother. Ever since then, my tear ducts have been messed up. So, yeah. Anyways, catch you next time.